Then I hooked up a set of trailers, like a double wide system on the PO went down and in the parking lot. Empty. Kind of mechanical difficulty, but as long as the air pressure, I guess it'll be okay.
Well, good.
It's supposed to be a long water bill note until I get there. I guess we'll see. Oh, this year's been when the screws to me. I don't know. I asked him what I did to piss him off. Oh, nothing. You just didn't fall into rotation right.
Oh.
Yeah. The other guy, the two guys that are ahead of me in seniority, they're working days.
Right.
They're their buddy. Stuck on his buddy.
Okay. Hi, Paul. How you doing?
Who's Paul?
One of my subs.
One of your subs?
Subscribers.
Oh. Hey, Paul, how you doing tonight?
We go. I'm on the phone, Paul, too. So Paul and I go back. Well, him and my brother were best friends in high school, so they go back like, I don't know, 100 years or something crazy like that.
He knows your brother.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Multimedia. Isn't this weird? Because actually, he's traveling right now. Where are you right now?
Coming up to the cash box, which is a toll booth in Kittery, Maine.
Oh, he's in Kittery, Maine.
In an 18-wheeler. Actually, I'm in a 22-wheeler because I'm hauling two trailers.
Oh, you're one of those double things.
Yeah, I'm doing doubles tonight, Michael.
Oh, and see, and that tells you where he sits with my brother, because Paul says the same thing. He doesn't admit to knowing him. Not a lot of people do anymore, Paul.
Yeah, riding a Honda motorcycle and wearing kilt sometimes. Life is what it is.
Yeah, no, he's just, well, we won't get into that here because he might hear it. Anyways.
Working on a new steampunk outfit for next summer.
Steampunk outfit? Can you hear him, Paul? I don't know if you can hear him or not. What kind of steampunk outfit are you working on?
A Nordic woodsman outfit, kilt, leather vest, a couple of swords, a big axe.
Really?
Yeah.
That's almost creepy.
Almost. Tall leather boots, lots of lace.
Oh. Well, just to answer your question, Paul says he can actually hear you pretty clear.
Okay, cool.
Well, kind of, yeah. It's just the three of us.
That ain't weird.
Well, so far.
Where's Paul at?
Paul is somewhere in Connecticut.
Oh, I'm working my way towards Connecticut.
Yeah, well, he's probably not going to meet you, though.
Time I get to Chelmsford, Massachusetts, he could almost be in Massachusetts.
Well, yeah, probably. But who will go? Is it snowing where you're going, or?
It's raining. It was snowing in Augusta.
Yeah, I know. They say it's supposed to be snowing here too, but I haven't stuck my head out.
Yeah, it was when I left the house.
Oh, well, yeah, up here? Yeah, sure it is. Where aren't we supposed to get like 7 to 10 inches of snow tomorrow?
That's discouraging.
Yeah, especially since it's supposed to start snowing tomorrow night. Probably right when you go on shift.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't surprise me. It snows pretty much every night I have work this year. It seems like it.
Right. Yeah, Paul's going to get rain, so maybe the closer you get toward Connecticut, it'll get better. But now, is there any chance they can call you off work or no?
No. I'm like the postman.
Rain or sleet or dead of night, you're there.
Yeah.
That sounds.
I carry gear in the truck: insulated coveralls, coats, heavy duty underwear, socks. I carry a sleeping bag, a rain poncho, a wool blanket, a pillow. I'm prepared to spend the night in the truck, stuck on the road.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of good.
Yeah,
I mean that you're ready. Yeah. But no, you sound prepared and like all over the place. Kind of sounds like my sister. Oh, Paul, don't comment on that. He knows her too, so.
As long as she's having fun and not hurting anyone.
No, my sister has a lot. She's a bartender. She has a lot of fun and only hurts a few drunks, from what I understand. He just typed "wow." Yeah, well, she'll never see this, right? Oh no. Anyways.
Anything on social media is out there for the whole wide world.
Oh, I know. I don't care. She's always taking a joke. Especially coming from me. That's whatever. It is what it is. Shit over it. It is what it is. So yeah, how are you liking your job? He just started a new job at the hospital. How is that going, Paul? Killing you. I'm sorry.
What's it doing to him?
It's killing him.
Must be nights, third shift.
No, I don't think he's working third shift. But his Fitbit's showing him he's walking about 10 miles a day. That's good because I'm having a hard time trying to get. Yeah, Paul's working daytimes, but my Fitbit, I'm lucky if I can get 1,500. I'm supposed to be doing 3,000. I can't seem to get to 3,000.
That's about 900 more than I'm doing a day.
Yeah, but you're driving.
Yeah.
Well, Paul has 13 buildings across 5 city blocks. He has to walk between all of them. Mostly, he's a computer IT guy. Mostly he's fixing printers, but he does computers and printers.
Why is ink so expensive?
I don't know, because why do you think printers are so cheap? Because ink's so expensive. That's what their money. It's just like aspirin and medicine. They could fix that. See, Paul even agreed. There you go. They could fix people, but there's no money in curing people. Why do you think I'll be on this friggin' heart medicine for life? They could fix it, but no, there's no money in fixing people.
Yeah, well, I looked at I could have bought a new printer this weekend cheaper than I paid for the ink cartridges.
Oh yeah,
I finally figured out how my printer, my fax machine, how it works, so I'm not changing now.
Well, no. I know that's one of the things. Like when you get a new cell phone, sucks. Is that there's so much. Well, I'm so old school, anyways. But there's so much new stuff on these phones. I don't even know what the hell they do.
Yeah, I looked at a new one, but mine's still working, so I decided to get another year out of it.
Oh.
Tammy got a new Apple this weekend, and so yeah, she's figuring out how that works.
Yes, Paul. If too much, YouTube will tell you to slow it down. Isn't that weird?
No. Yes.
Yeah. No, because as you're talking to me on the phone, Paul's talking to me in chat. But yeah, if you send too many messages on YouTube, YouTube sends you this message. It says you have been sending too many messages. Take a break and try again. Edit and try this again.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
But you're having a Snapchat or something, right?
No, I'm on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, so you should be able to talk as much as you want.
Well, no, YouTube does that because, let's say I ever actually have 1,000 people in here, it is actually no, because I've been in chat in video chats like this, like what I do, but there actually are thousands of people in the chat, and unless they slow, and I can actually even turn on slow mode, they call it.
Yeah.
Because it gets to the point where if you have 1,000 people and you say something and everybody responds, you can't read the chats. Because you'll get out of the 1,000 people, you get 300 people all at once that answer you. So yeah, you actually have to put on a slow mode. It slows down the chat, so you can only type something once every 3 minutes. But it does that now, even because right now Paul's the only one in chat, but it does the same thing. Yeah. YouTube does that. If you send too many messages too fast, they put you in jail for 2 minutes. You can't talk at all. It's stupid, but it does make sense. But like, yeah, when there's just me and Paul in here, it really doesn't matter. He can talk all he wants. But YouTube says no, you're talking too much.
Oh, Big Brother.
Yeah,
Regulating us.
oh yeah, Big Brother's always watching. Big Brother, Big Pharma, you know. But yeah, that's why. So he'll be able to talk again in a minute or two. Like I said, it makes sense, but it doesn't. It's annoying. Whatever. Whatever. So
Yeah.
so not as annoying though. So now that I'm yelling at you, so
Yeah, I apologize for being a jerk, and I am self-centered.
yes, you are. But anyways, so Uncle Al, no.
How is Uncle Al?
That's actually the good news. After all this bullshit, he's fine. Remember a few weeks ago we had a little problem? Paul, I don't know if you ever met my mother's brother, Uncle Al. That's who we're talking about. You might know him. I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah, he's from Connecticut too.
yeah, I know. I just, Uncle Al's really reclusive. I don't know. He doesn't know a lot of us. But anyways, so he went and he had yeah, it's been a long time. Yep. Well, either way, my uncle, so you know what's going on because he's up here now. So James knows him, the guy I'm on the phone with. He had an x-ray done a while back and they found they weren't sure, a cyst or a tumor or a tear or something on one of his lungs, which was really scary because he doesn't smoke. But anyways, so he got.
With Leslie.
Oh yeah, but they haven't been together long enough to make a difference. But anyways, so
Her husband died mysteriously. He had a goiter. I think it was her fault.
She killed him.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we'll get into that one in a second. But yeah, she killed him. She killed the first one too. I didn't know about.
No, I didn't know about the first.
Yeah, well, that's like I said. We'll finish that story after we finish this story.
Okay.
So, anyways, he where the hell was I? I tend to forget things now, Paul. Oh, my Uncle Al. Yeah, so Uncle Al. So remember a few weeks back he got really, really sick and they got him they had the heart checked and this and that, and they put him on all kind of antibiotics. Well, apparently whatever this thing that was on his lungs, the antibiotics seemed to have killed them or greatly diminished whatever this lump is or cyst or tumor, whatever the hell it was. So, but he didn't know that. So Friday, we go all the way up to the hospital, checks in, we get them all set up, situated, this, that. They get the IVs in them. They start doing whatever. And just before they started, it's a procedure. They don't call it a surgery because he wasn't really totally under. They just like sedate you, but he's not under. But anyway, so after all of this nonsense, just before they went in to do this, they were going to stick a needle in him in a drain tube, drain it. Just before that, they put in a I think I lost James. He went through a tunnel. He smacked a wall. Hang on, if you're still there, Paul. Don't have music on hold yet. Sorry, you're not allowed to play music either on YouTube. They'll ban your channel. See if he even knows he's off the phone yet. Well, it's ringing. Would you hit a wall?
I thought your phone did that funky thing again. I figured I'll sit here and wait till it goes.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I didn't finish the story. So, just before they go to hit him with the needle, I don't know how much you heard. They did. Okay, they did do a CAT scan. So, as they're doing this stupid CAT scan, they can't find this said cyst or growth or tumor or whatever the hell it was on his lung. But they've already given him all the sedation and this and that and everything. So the good news is he has whatever it was is pretty much gone out of his system. But now he's been all doped up and shit. So I have to drive him home and spend the night with him. Yeah, well, because, he's of his age and his heart condition. And of course, them, they even criticize me for having the heart condition. They're like, how can you have a heart patient watch another heart patient? I don't know, but I didn't have any sedation, so I'm all right. So whatever. But anyways, yeah, so that's where I've been. I've been hanging out with Uncle Al.
Oh, cool, I guess.
Well, it was all right. Hey, it's a break from here, so
Yeah, get you out of the house.
yes, which I desperately need. So,
You can still go to Florida.
not quite, not yet. I still need to. I've got 2 more doctor's appointments coming up. I am going tomorrow to get my blood work done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get my A1C lowered, I can get off that damn Jardians. And yes, Paul, a change of scenery is always nice, especially living here. Trust me. James can tell you about that. But anyways. Yeah, no. So I want to see if I can lower that A1C, get off the Jardians, and there's something else I'm taking. What?
Get off the Jardians and get on Cialis.
Why? What's Cialis?
I don't know. It was in a comedy I was watching this morning on Netflix about this couple, and apparently the guy needs to be on Cialis to make everything work.
Oh no, that shit just works. I just won't use it on you.
But I'd be happy to use it on you.
Somebody actually asked me that the other day, and I'm thinking that's none of your damn business. But they asked, I thought there was a little level of concern there. How you doing? How's things? How's the heart? How's the this? And so I'm talking and this, that, and out of nowhere I get, so does the shit still work? I'm like, what? Why the hell would you ask something like that? Because it was another person I would not figure would be interested in that sort of activity. But yeah.
Well, thanks to my favorite channel, it works just fine.
Yeah, well, that's just it. It does need some help, but we're not about that on this channel, so let's get off. God. See what I have to put up with, Paul? You want to know why I had a heart attack? Yeah, I think it is kind of like a Viagra kind of thing. That's kind of what we're talking about. But no, the Jardiance is supposed to help lower your A1C and get your blood sugar kind of right. So if I can get the A1C level down, I can get off the Jardiance. Jardiance is linked to amputees. I'm running a very high risk of having toes amputated, fingers amputated, or more. So I want to try to get off the Jardiance as soon as I can.
Oh, yeah. That would make running even tougher for you.
Well, yeah. I don't know how I'm supposed to run now, but yeah, it's kind of hard to run when you don't have feet. So.
You get Netflix?
I don't know. I think Dad has Netflix. I don't know if I have it down here. I never tried.
I saw a new show on today. It's one of their mini-series Netflix shows.
Yeah.
And the only name of the person, well, there was Lily Tomlin, was one of the wives. And one of the husbands was Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen's father.
Right.
But there are these 2 lawyers who've been in business practice. They brought their wives to this luncheon where it was a big public place and explained to the wives they wanted a divorce, and the wives wanted to know who they fell in love with, and they said each other.
Aha.
So this couple, the husbands who have a law practice, hooked up, divorce their wives, get married, live their new lives, and there was a whole lot of scenarios, interesting things that went along with the whole TV show.
Okay.
How the wives are coping, how their gay son, the drug addicted son, the anorexic daughter, the daughter with children. Yeah, it was funny, man. I was stitching a couple, 3-4 hours this morning watching the miniseries.
Oh, well, but you don't know the name of it.
I'll send it to you if you're interested.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I don't care. No.
It was interesting to see mine and Gene killing another man from. I recognize the guy from Law and Order. He's a real stern lawyer.
Oh, I'd have to see it. I'm not good with character names and actors and shit. But
Yeah, but Lily Tomlin's funny as shit.
oh, I like her. I know her. Yeah.
She's a pot smoking hippie.
She probably is in real life, but.
Probably.
But back to what Paul was saying, the problem with the A1C diet is the diet is not good for your heart.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if Paul's ever looked into that new keto diet or keto diet, however the hell you say it.
Yeah.
It sounds wonderful, but I don't think it's good for you either. It's all meat, including bacon.
No, I'm bacon.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't like bacon, but I added bacon when I was on it, strictly on it. I added bacon to my diet. I ate it 3 days a week with two eggs in the morning and covered in butter. I still put butter in my coffee.
Yeah, well, you could. Yeah, somebody told me that too. What about butter in your coffee? What does that do?
Well, you take a tablespoon of coconut oil, which you buy at the health food store or on eBay, like where I buy it by the gallon, and you put a tablespoon of if you have your coffee anyway, you put a tablespoon of coconut oil in your coffee, but then butter in your coffee, and the butter slows the hit from the coffee and makes it last longer, and it gives it some flavor.
Yeah, but I thought, like, isn't butter supposed to be bad for you?
On every scale except for the ketogenic diet, but butter is high in fat, but it's good fat.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go get a stick of butter right now. But anyways,
You're supposed to eat it, not use a balloon.
Well, 6 of one, half dozen other. But anyways, again,
Like a tossed salad, I guess.
well, yeah, we'll talk about tossed salads off channel too. But anyways,
Salads are good for you. You're supposed to eat salad.
Salads will kill you. And I posted that on my Facebook account. You know what won't kill you? What hasn't been recalled yet?
What?
Cake. I'll stick to cake. I'm serious. I've tried everything. The other day I had, and you know how I hate wasting food. I tried kale because that's supposed to be the new one. Have you ever had freaking kale?
I like kale.
Well, first of all, it's grown in sand.
Yeah.
And I washed the kale out that I bought, but apparently you can't wash out all the freaking sand that comes in kale.
Now you have to take it completely apart, soak it in vinegar, and then wash it.
Oh.
But
anyways, so no, I was actually, somebody was telling me about this keto diet here on my channel. Actually, they were telling me about the keto thing, and I mean, in a way, it sounds great because the other day I tried just like a little sample of it, but I did. All I had just eggs in the morning, and then I had turkey and I had pork, but I had like nothing else, no potatoes, no veggies, no, and my sugar went down lowest it's ever been.
Yeah.
But I can't think that eating all that meat's good for your heart, though. It's good for the sugar, but it can't be good for your heart.
You want me to drop a keto book off to you, the basic keto diet cookbook?
Well, no, I can look that up online. I mean, if you ever,
I have 2 of them. I have a couple that I bought because I lost 60 pounds on keto in 6 months, and then I put some of it back on. Sure, it's been a couple years.
Right.
I'll get back on the keto again end of January, 1st of February, and I'll do it till June.
But what did you?
I'll knock off all the weight that I put on this winter driving.
Okay, well, no, you can drop off the book, but I mean, in a nutshell, like, what were you eating? Just meat, like this person told me?
No, that's Atkins. For breakfast I have 2 eggs, hard cheese.
But Atkins diet is just a form of the keto diet.
I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is I drink 2 16-ounce glasses of water. I may give it a shot of Mio to choke it down because plain water it chokes me. So then I wait 2 hours after I drank the water to flush my system out and rehydrate me. Then I ate 2 to 3 eggs, no toast. I have my keto coffee. A couple hours later.
What is keto coffee?
What?
What is keto coffee?
That's coconut oil, butter, cream, heavy cream. Heavy cream, not half and half, but actual heavy cream, and coffee mixed in a magic bullet.
I have a magic bullet.
Yeah, I do too. I burn one up about every 6 months. So I have keto coffee with my 2 or 3 eggs in the morning.
But doesn't the butter just melt in the coffee anyways? Why do you got to put it in a blender?
I like I don't know. It chunks it all up. It makes it a nice, frothy, shake-like hot. It makes it like a cappuccino, I guess. It seems to break it down better.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Well, I just figured butter would melt in a hot coffee, but okay.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of the coconut oil, but it's oily, and it'll break it up into these little microfine balloons versus big oil slick type balloons.
Okay.
Because coconut oil in itself will burn, a tablespoon a day will burn 250 calories a day. You don't have to do anything. About 3,000 calories a week.
Okay.
That's just coconut oil in itself.
Okay.
So, yeah, I buy that online. It's gotten more expensive. In fact, it's gotten really fucking expensive compared to when I first started buying it. I used to buy it for, $25, and now it's almost 50.
Wow.
But everybody's on the keto now, and I was on it a few years ago when it was just starting to be a thing.
Well, I was gonna say that is kind of true because it's a fad right now, so everybody's doing it.
So,
but
bacon fat is natural fat. It's not man-made fat. There's a difference.
yeah, but it can't be good for your heart.
Why? Does the government say so?
Well, that was the old thinking. I don't know. I'm learning a lot now, but
Well, I have the bacon with the eggs, no bread. I have my keto coffee.
yeah. Well, I'm almost done with bread.
And so a couple hours later, I'll have a free lunch snack, which will involve nuts, almonds, cashews. Nuts are high in fat. Nuts are good for you.
Right.
Yeah, I may have an avocado on a bed of lettuce at lunch with some chicken on it, or some.
Well, see, not to interrupt. Now, I don't mind the chicken, but yeah, I can't have it on the bread.
No, you can't.
And you can't have it any lettuce because lettuce will kill you now.
Well, romaine lettuce, because it's got salmonella, but once again, you can go back to soak it in vinegar for 5 minutes. That way, it'll kill the bacteria, and then you wash it off and get rid of the vinegar. Vinegar will neutralize most pesticides and most, it'll clean off most pesticides and clean it. You just want to wash off the vinegar flavor afterwards.
Okay.
I wash most of my vegetables. I should wash my grapes more often. And grapes are high in sugar, and it's one of those things I've had trouble giving up, but I figure it's better for me snacking on grapes than potato chips.
Right, and like Paul said, I'm actually doing that too. I've been cutting out. I know bread's a biggie. I've been doing a lot of cold cuts actually.
If you do cold cuts, you have to do
well only certain ones. I know. Like I just do turkey and roast beef because.
No, you can do all the cold cuts, but you have to get them when you go to the deli. Have them cut it off the actual ham, cut it off the actual roast beef. You want to stay away from the processed stuff that's already prepackaged.
Oh no, that's what I do. And that's what I was gonna say. Like I don't even get bologna from the deli because that's all just pre-processed. But no, I get a lot of turkey and I get a lot of roast beef because roast beef is lean. Some hams, but I kind of because there's a lot of salt in ham, so I don't get ham a whole lot. But no, I've been eating a lot of turkey. And what I used to do is I made little like roll-ups with the romaine. You just stuff it with the bread and the cheese, or the not the bread. You take the romaine leaf and you roll in the ham or turkey and cheese. And then you got like this cigar looking thing. Those are pretty good, but you can't eat romaine no more. So
No, but you can eat regular lettuce.
yeah, I know. Well, actually, though, you can. I went today because the storm was coming, and I went to the store today. There's nothing there.
Oh.
So I went to a salad bar yesterday.
You get onions? Yeah, I roll stuff in onion once in a while.
That's a little strong.
Well,
and I don't mind the onions, but yeah, a little bit of it. Not. I can't see me rolling up a sandwich in it. No.
Well, you can roll up. You can use corn husks. You're not supposed to eat corn on keto, but it doesn't say you can't eat corn husks. But you have to boil it.
You're not supposed to eat corn on keto. That's one of the few veggies I do eat.
No, corn has too much sugar in it.
No, I know that it's got sugar in it, but I see Paul's doctor told salt's questionable too.
You want to eat high fat food, but you don't want to eat high sugar food.
Right, but corn's a vegetable, it's supposed to be good for you. But they put salt in corn. They put salt in corn too, so. But I've been buying the frozen veggies because those. Oh, you're breaking up.
Yeah, well, I'm inside. I'm headed to the restroom.
Oh, well, why don't you do that and call us back?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
I got the headset on. I don't have a problem with it.
Well, we do. We don't want to hear any grunting and groaning. Call me back.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, I don't want to hear that. I'm sure you didn't either. And neither does anybody watching this later. Yeah, I've got to do more research. He's going to drop off a book. I don't know about that keto diet, but people are swearing by it. Yeah, I don't have a problem eating the lean meats. That's cool. It's, certain things, like I never thought corn's supposed to be vegetable, supposed to be good for you. But yeah, you can't eat corn. You can eat cooked potatoes if they're boiled with nothing on them, but you can't eat baked potato, obviously French fries. I understand that. Yeah, well, see, that's the problem. I don't smoke anymore, believe it or not. Don't fall off your chair. But yeah, I quit smoking during all this. It's been over a year, July 22nd of last year. And I thought of that if I went back to, sounds stupid, but if I went back to smoking, I wouldn't have the urge to eat because I'd be smoking. I don't know if there's any logic to that, but yeah. And I did see earlier too, it's hard to shut James up. But I did see earlier too, I was thinking about those, the Boost or Ensure shakes. Oh yeah, there it is. Hang on. Oh yeah, the Ensure and the Boost shakes. People have said that too. Just get something into you. So I don't know if those shakes, I've never really tried them. And try that too. What the hell? And James won't see this, so I can tell you he's not here. Wait, somewhere. Oh, I have a lighter. And I do have one. One, the nastiest, a Swisher Sweet cigar, though. My buddy gave it to me. He said, here, you ever get frantic or whatever? So I do have one cigar. Swisher Sweet sucks. Have you ever had one? You must have had one of them at some point in your life. They're not the greatest. They're expensive, but they're nutrition. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'm just afraid I haven't had a cigarette in so long, I probably would inhale it. But no, it's got the filter tip on it. Oh, there it is. It does have a filter tip on it. So, I don't know. I was picking on him, and his wife kept telling me no, no, no. So he gave me one just to be a smart ass, and I took it to be a smart ass. So, I don't know. I used to smoke Oliveros. They're great big fatty cigars. Took me all day to smoke one, but $100 a month cigar club. Yeah, I probably could have been too. Because like I said, I used to enjoy those. They dipped the tips in molasses, which really kind of sweetened it. It wasn't like a Swisher Sweet, but it was really nice tasting. It had a molasses taste to it. It was really good. I miss those. But that's what I said too. You're not really inhaling, but of course you're still putting the nicotine in. And they were all just afraid if I have one that I'm going to go back to smoking. But I don't know. Like I said, July 22nd of last year, so it's been over a year. Yeah, I thought of smoking that too. And I might be able to get a medical card and medical release for that because my depression, 2 weeks ago, they've diagnosed it as getting worse. And I'm not going to see, I saw a specialist once. I have a follow-up visit December 6th. And they did say they wanted to try to put me on something. I don't know if she's yeah, well, yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking. Insurance isn't going to pay. Of course, I don't know. I'm in Maine. It's legal up here. I don't know what the situation is in Connecticut anymore, but it's legal here. I don't think the insurance company will pay for it, though. But no, that was a half serious thought. I mean, I don't care. I know you don't really. Well, if you do it as you're prescribed, you're not really supposed to smoke a whole lot of it. So it's not like it's going to get you stoned or anything, just enough to kind of relax you and chill you out a little bit. Yeah, and I could do the $4 a month copay, but got a problem with the opioids, however you say it. That's my problem. I do have an addictive personality, and I've never been hung up on them, but I'm afraid I would. I heard that too. It's legal in Mass, and yeah, I know Mass will pay for it, but yeah, street prices are. Well, see that too, though. In Maine, it's legal, all across the board, legal. So you can, I mean, there's limitations. You can only have so many plants or anything. But you can actually even grow your own as long as you got the medical card to say it's okay for you to have it. You can grow. I think you're allowed like 10 plants and 5. I don't know how it works. It's 5 like mothers or pollinators or something. I don't know how the whole thing works. But yeah, if you stay with these restrictions, you can have them. You can grow it yourself for free. So my problem is I got to find somebody who's willing to give me some seeds. But anyways, because I do have a green thumb. That's the only other kind of funny thing. I could grow it. I just need some seeds. Yeah, they haven't told me what they want to put me on yet. I don't know. I'm just worried about combination. Oh, I actually see a pharmacist too, so I'm going to run that and buy him whatever they decide to give me too. But yeah, and I figured that too. It takes, but again, it wouldn't be for me. Well, again, it's legal. I could sell it, but no, I just mean enough just for me. But I don't know. Like I was saying about the tramadol, they haven't told me what they want to give me yet. They just know I need some sort of happy pills. That's kind of why I do the stream at night, because this is when it gets worse for me. The later it gets, the more I start thinking of what was, what could have been, what this, what that, what I've lost, and it's just miserable. So they're trying to get me something at night to kind of unwind me down, so I can get my brain to relax enough to think straight and calm down, so I can fall asleep. Because I sit here, lay here, and that's all I do is start thinking of, this is wrong, that's wrong. Yep. So, and that's the other reason I do the stream at night. I figure there's probably other people like me that are sitting up and depressed and worried and bullshit and whatever. So eventually it'll take off. I have been getting some subscribers. Yep. Yeah, I can kind of tell. I've been following you. I don't comment a whole lot on Facebook, but I've been watching you guys, and yeah, losing one job, that really. I was when I was out in Vegas for a while, and I was managing an apartment complex, and yeah, that threw me. I mean, I know these places. It's real estate. They're always up for sale. They're always investments, whatever. So I had gotten a visit from my district manager the day before. Now, after the end of the story, I knew what was really going on, but I thought just a normal visit. She came in, hi, how's it doing? How's things going? This, that, whatever. 20-minute conversation about what was going on and this and that. And didn't say anything about the building was sold or anything was going on. Okay, have a nice day. And just didn't get the right vibe out of it. And the next day she came in, which, of course, I don't, district manager, you don't see them for months at a time. So as soon as I saw her walking up my driveway, I knew I was in trouble. For what? I don't know, but I was in trouble for something. So she walks in, sits down, talks for a few minutes, and says, yeah, so in a nutshell, I hate to tell you this, but you're not fired or anything, which here's the really messed up part. You're not fired. You no longer work here, though. We don't have a position for you. So I said, okay, well, I'm not fired. That's great. But if I'm not fired, I didn't quit, but you're telling me I don't work here anymore. And she says, yeah, the property's been sold. So you're not fired. You're not in trouble. Nothing's wrong. But the property's sold. They have their own management company. The deal went through yesterday afternoon. So, yeah, you're not part of this anymore. So pack your desk, and you have 3 days to move out of your apartment. So it was kind of like a whirlwind thing, because I was living there, obviously. Usually the managers get a free apartment. So, yeah. I did get employment for a little while, but 3 days to move. And of course, not expecting any of this. I didn't know I was losing my job. I wasn't looking for an apartment. What do you do? So I wound up going and packing my stuff in storage and losing most of that. And I just went and got a hotel room for a couple of weeks. So I know what you mean. Losing a job, especially when you're not fired, uh, it's really traumatizing. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Yeah, I didn't really have the money to do anything. I just grabbed a hotel room because again, I wasn't planning on moving. So, and you know yourself, unemployment's what, 60% of your actual pay. So it's not like you even had a regular paycheck coming in. Um, I got a couple weeks. I got the rest of the week they gave me that pay, and I think I got a week and a half vacation time and something else. So I got like a couple weeks all up front, but most of that was going to storage units, and I couldn't. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, and I get what you're saying. That blew my mind. Like the best one, I loved it when she said, "You're not fired, but you don't work here anymore." What the hell does that mean? You're not fired, but you don't work here. So yeah, that was the beginning of the end, and ever since then, that was like probably 8, 9 years ago. Yeah, 7 or 8 years ago. I got to do the math on that one of these days. But anyways, yeah, so things kind of spiraling down. I moved back with my uncle in Connecticut and became basically I was living in his abandoned house, no power, no lights in December. I was literally the only fortunate thing is this house had a fireplace. So I boarded up all the rooms except the living room, and I was literally ripping up floorboards and parts of the building to throw them in the fire at night. And that was my light for reading, and that was my heat. So yeah, that was a fun December. It's the short version of how I wound up coming up here. Um, but yeah, it's just been spiraling up and down and up and down, and then lost my business up here, lost everything I had up here, and that's pretty much. Depression started getting really heavy. That's about 3.5 years ago, and it's just been spiraling down ever since. And hello, Gamer. It's my other buddy, Gamer. He's been coming in to see me. But yeah, so lost that, lost everything I had, lost my store. They threw my kitten out in the snow in the middle of winter, so I lost her. They basically killed her. I just started shutting down after that, and after that, that's Gamer is usually here when I'm here. So, but yes, you have school in the morning, Gamer. So it's good that you said hi. But you gotta. Is all your homework done? I'm gonna sound like his parent. But yeah, that's when I think I started to like my mind and my body just started shutting down. Food was scarce, heat was scarce, and I was actually eating because it's all I could afford. Is what I had. I was eating a lot of bad food, junk food, because it's cheap. You can go to the gas station and get 2 slices of pizza for $3. Um, a salad, which is all I know, it's a lot healthier for you, but that's $8. I didn't have $8. That could actually be. That's what they're telling me, Paul. Is part of the depression and the PTSD is that Well, you just saw 5 minutes ago. I forgot what I was talking about. Um, things get confusing a lot of times. I tend to ramble. Here I'm kind of rambling because we're having fun, but I don't know if you've ever sat down for one of those psych tests, but they ask you a lot of questions, and even the counselor was telling me, you're rambling on about something else oh, look, a duck. I do that all the time. I met them. I can't comment on that. I know them, but I don't. I don't know. I never knew your mom well enough to say that. But well, you've met my mental family. There are no prizes either. But yeah, I do. And I think that's part of what they want to try to give me some meds for too, to get my mind thinking straight a little better. I don't know, but of course, there's a possibility. And I don't know if there's a way to test it, and I don't know if I want to be tested. But one of my doctors thinks before my heart attack, there's a possibility that I had a few strokes. So I don't know. Oh, really? Ooh. So is that where mom's at now? Starting to like actually, because my dad's starting to do that too. He went to yeah, Tias. You know, okay, I didn't know. I don't mention that because nobody ever knows what Tias are. Yeah, they think I might have had a lot of mini strokes because there are certain people. I do it now because up in here in Maine, excuse me. There's it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody, and it's happened the last 2 out of 3 times I went to Walmart here. Because again, small town, everybody knows everybody up here. And people walk up to me and, hi, how you doing? How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. No idea who you are. No idea who I'm talking to. One of them kind of looked familiar, but I couldn't place who or what or whatever. And the other lady, no idea what she was talking about. No idea. She said she met me back in this other town I was living in and a store I was working at. And this, no idea who she is. But she knew all about me, my family, my father. And yeah, dad was actually diagnosed last year with dementia. I think he's working toward the Alzheimer's too. Yes, yep. And I don't know, it could be the TIAs, TIAs, same thing. I don't know. I don't know who these people are. Like I said, the one guy, because it's been happening ever since my heart attack, but the one guy, he did kind of look familiar. I couldn't tell you. I don't even know his name. Which was in a way kind of funny you mentioned Facebook because that's what he said. When you go home later, look me up, add me to your friends on Facebook. Okay, I don't want to be rude and say, okay, who the hell are you? But that's what I'm thinking. I have no clue who you are. I don't know what to say to you. So, and then too, sometimes, and it's depressing. That's actually part of my whole problem. I feel like an idiot. I feel bad. I mean, I don't know, but then I get frustrated because I don't want to think that I'm getting Alzheimer's, but you just sit and you stare at somebody, and it's the worst feeling because, like you said, you sit and you stare and you think and you stare. Like, we went to school together? No. But they can tell you about your past and your parents and your house and where you used to live, which is who the hell knows any of it? Yeah. That's what it is too. It's kind of like that. Like I remember early times and obviously like recent times. But they asked me a question too. Um, oh, she said because I've had 2 of these scans so far. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to name 3 objects. That's what it was, and commit them to memory and then remember them because in a little while I'm going to ask you what those 3 things are. I'm thinking, well, that's kind of stupid. Who's not going to remember? Okay, so what are the items? Okay, so apple, table, penny. Remember those items, and in a few minutes we'll talk about some other things, and I'll come back to this. But I'll give you a minute. You keep that in mind. I said, okay. Excuse me, I get dry doing all the talking. But anyways, so I'm sitting and I'm thinking, apple, table, penny, apple, table, penny. I don't even know if that's what she told me, but that's what I'm just using example. Okay, so I said to her, okay, I remembered it. I got it in my head. So we're talking about a few things, this, that, and the other. And she came back and she said, okay, what were those 3 things I asked you what they were? Oh my God. And I'm thinking the whole, like I said in the beginning, that's the stupidest test. Who the hell's not? And for the life of me, I have no idea what the hell she asked me, what the 3 things were. Oh yeah, that's right, huh? Yeah, I remember that too. And that really cool van, some lovely grandmother, and I'd love to say more, but let's see. Her name starts with that letter. No, I think it's safe. I can say bitch. Cut me off, and that thing got totaled because I actually do miss my van. It's one of the things. If you read my description there, I'm seriously, and I'm getting off topic again. I know I ramble, but I'm thinking about getting an RV if I can get some kind of money together. Um, I just want to go on the road, and it solves a lot of problems here. I can It's some furniture I lost, and it's a vehicle I lost, and it's a place to live, and some freedom. Um, and yeah, I've often lately, believe it or not, thought of that van. I love that thing, and if it wasn't totaled in the accident, I don't know, probably need tons of maintenance, but I would have still had that. But yeah, I need to do something and get straightened out, and I need to get out of here. And Dad's, it wasn't bad before, but now he's really a narcissist, and he knows he can control me. I have nothing right now, literally nothing. I have no money, no car, no place to live, no nothing. I'm living in his garage, and hopefully, if I'm just waiting on a court date now to go see the SSI, whatever disability. If I can get a little check from them, then yeah. So what I'm going to do, I think, is get an RV. They keep telling me too. I can go get a some kind of help with housing or something, but it's more than that. You know, Even if, like, one place I saw, if they set me up in an apartment, the total rent for the month would be $15. Now I can get Dad, and he'll give me the $15 for the rent. But how about lights, heat, telephone, electricity, all the basic stuff you need, um, just to survive? And see, yeah, I was thinking the same thing with the disability for me. It would be too hard. But there's an agency up here, and while I was in the hospital getting the fluid off my lungs, I think I told you I had double pneumonia. I was getting the fluid off my lungs. While I was in the hospital, this agency came to me. I didn't apply for disability. They did. They came to me with literally a stack of papers about this big, all done, all filled out, all everything. Um, and yeah, I don't blame. I'll get back to my story in a minute. I don't blame you. I'm paranoid about my health too, because it's not about the money. I mean, I could use some help, that's for sure. But I'm all about the health now, and and I have congestive heart failure, and that actually leads to the other reason for this channel too, because my health is not gonna get any better, and I worry about that every day. Every time my heart races a little bit, I panic. I get into if I feel if it's too cold, I have a hard time breathing. If it's too hot, I have a hard time breathing. And if you remember too, like I told you, that's when my heart attack happened. That was a problem. I couldn't breathe. So I get scared. Um, so yeah, I'm always worried. Like I said, the money would help, yeah, but I'm always worried about my health. Um, I was scared to death. I did have, I don't know how well you could see it. I had this thing right there. It's still red that I thought was cancer. I had that removed 2 weeks ago. It's still red, but it's better than it was. You can kind of see it. But either way, anyways, um, back to what I was saying too. Yeah, they came to me about disability and had all the forms filled out and this and that, and told me, I was a heart patient. I was pretty much guaranteed to get it. And of course, later I found out there's no such thing as a pretty much guaranteed to get it. So whatever. But I did hire an attorney, and they're 99% confident I'm going to get it, especially now with the PTSD. I can't sleep at night, and of course I've got a whole laundry list. I never put it up here. I just talk about the heart attack. But since the heart attack, they found a whole laundry list of stuff that's wrong with me, and I don't know. And that's the other. You got to find a lawyer. I talked to 3 different lawyers before I found one that was interested in taking the case on. So, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't. I can't seem to work for too long. I can't sit for too long. I can't stand for too long. I've got arthritis in my hips now. Um, that's why every once in a while you'll just see me kind of up and wander around and do something or whatever. I'm still here. Or you might even come on. You might just see me in the chair sitting here talking to you. It's because I got to get up and walk a little while. I can't just sit. Even typing, like, because they asked me if I could do a desk job. I'm kind of low now, but like just to sit here and type all day, after a while it bothers my chest again. And I think last time you and I talked, they had me try to do some sit-ups. I did one. My chest was on fire. So I said, I can't do that anymore. Um, So it's going to take a long time. And I think the other thing that's going to help me is I did talk to a month ago. I talked to the state of Maine has a vocational rehab person. They came down. They came to me and they met me, and they categorized me as a category 2. One's the worst, and I'm number 2. Haha. But anyways, I'm number 2. So the state of Maine calls me severely disabled. So I figured if the state of Maine, if they consider me to be severely disabled, it shouldn't be much of an argument. So I called my lawyer, and as soon as she heard that, she was all excited. She said, "Yeah, if they can't find a job for you, how are you gonna go back to work if the state of Maine can't do anything for you?" So hang on, I got to read. I know what you don't mean to laugh. That's bad news, but you said it, so I'm not laughing with you. Well, oh my god, I'll have to look that up too. I've never. Is that something you were born with? Is that inherited or something you developed from smoking or something or high gamer? I've got to look that up later too. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. From acid reflux. I said hi, gamer. You're not listening. I know you don't lie. You've always been good to me. You appreciate it. Yeah, well, see, that's what I said when they looked at this thing. I mean, my regular doctor looked at it. She freaked out, got right on the phone, and made me an appointment for a cancer specialist. So that freaked me out a little bit because I go to my dark place and I'm thinking, okay, I see this, I see cancer. No, it's acid reflux is acid that's coming up from his stomach and it starts to burn your throat and your esophagus. So yes, he's actually eating acid, but not on purpose. Yep. But yeah, the precancers, because it's everything else. They said I was going to have a heart attack. I had a heart attack. They said I was going to need open heart surgery. I got open heart surgery. They said I would develop diabetes. I developed diabetes. I have a heart murmur now. I developed systolic dysfunction 6 months ago. So I'm on heart meds to keep my heart beating regularly because it doesn't do that. So when they came at me and said that you might have cancer, I'm just thinking, well, everything else came out positive, so I'm positive I had cancer now. And thank God I didn't. But so it was one win. But Jesus, yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to hear when they said, yeah. No, as long as you take care of the diabetes, that won't kill you. That's the thing. It's just that's what I was talking about a minute ago. Oh yeah, and he hasn't he hasn't called back either. But yeah, I do. I wonder about stuff like that. You can't eat the kale. I can't eat the kale. I couldn't stomach that. He said to dip it in vinegar or something. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, it's not that I mind that. I don't know about dipping it into vinegar. If I want to really, is that really going to kill everything? That'd be the worst. Trying to eat better for your health and have the kale kill you. So, but I found it very grainy too. And like I said, I think it grows in sand or sand-like substance. There was actually I put it in a colander, and as I was cleaning it, because I usually wash the lettuce anyways, there was a lot more. It just seemed like sand at the bottom of the bowl. It was weird. So can't eat that. Can't eat lettuce. I actually always did prefer romaine anyways. So I don't know. Yeah, you said that too. Like you said, I think my only thing with, yes, Gamer, Paul's here. He said hi. I don't know if you heard him, but Gamer, but Paul said hi. Yeah, I think I want to wait though and see, because it should be only about 3 or 4 more months before I go in front of a judge. So before I do anything drastic, because a few people actually have said look into just quitting your pills altogether. Um, but I think I just want to go to court first. Um, See what they have to say, what they want to do, whatever. Um, 'Cause I never really been that sick in my life to begin with. I've never been on pills. I do know when I do eat right and I eat certain things. And I was actually just going to say what you just typed. I'm playing the game right now because that's what they want to do, whatever. But yeah, I know if you eat certain things, you stay away from certain things, your blood sugar is manageable. Um, I know my A1C was high, which will lead me right back into having another heart attack or a stroke again. But they took that right after I had all this done. So I don't know what my A1C ever was before, because I will admit that I haven't been to a doctor since I was a kid. So, um, I don't know what any of these levels were. I haven't had blood tests done forever. So I don't know. I'm just thinking if I can get it down and keep it down by eating the right foods, I'd rather just eat the right foods in the salads and not take all these freaking. Because same thing, look up. You probably already know all the side effects. Yeah, the Giants is going to take care of this and take care of that. You got to cut off 3 fingers, which gamer's going to love that story. But yeah, so you wind up losing fingers over this. Fingers, toes. You know. Do I have a glucose meter? I do have a glucose meter, and I check it twice a day, every day. Yes, I do. Well, no, I got to be honest. I check it twice a day, 99% of the time. Tonight, I actually had I cheated a little bit because on the holidays I had a piece of cake and a coffee, decaf, but I forgot to check my blood sugar before I ate the cake. So so I didn't check it tonight, but I average around 130, 140. Which I don't know. My pharmacist said he wants me to keep it under 180. He was happy with that number. I told you too the day that I did. Oh no, you want horrible? You know what it was the day they tested me before I started all this? 560. No, 580. 580. So they knew right there I was just going to stroke out on sugar. Um, but same thing. I even questioned that. They took the blood test. They did not tell me I was having a blood test. It was kind of one of those spur of the moment. Well, you're here, we're here, the blood test is here. Do you just want, you want us to just check now and just, you know, we'll just do it. You're here, you got the time. So I'm like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. So I didn't fast for the test. So they got me doing all this stuff now, which I agreed to. I said, fine, because again, I'm playing the game, keeping everybody safe. Um, yes, Paul's a little healthier than me, but I think we're all sick. You're right. But anyways, so yeah, I'll do what they want me to do for now. But again, I never had the real chance to really get the sugar tested on a day that I actually fasted and was watching what I was supposed to be eating. So I don't know. That's part of it too. I mean, the whole time we were in the hospital, you know that too. It was 14, 15 days. They tested me twice a day, every day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day in the hospital for sugar and never had it then. So now all of a sudden, see, that's where we get like we were talking the last time we talked too. I begin to wonder if it isn't just big pharma just pushing their things so they can get more money because I guess I don't know. They never told me I was supposed to fast before this thing, number one. And I don't know. I mean, I will say adult diabetes runs in the family. Both my parents got it when they were older, the adult onset. So, yeah, it's possible, but um, I don't know. They both still developed it too. They were in their 70s when they got it. Um, I just turned 50, so was not expecting anywhere near, this, especially what they're claiming, this level of the diabetes and the A1C and all this happy horse junk, whatever. So I don't know. Not thrilled. I don't know if I don't believe it. So, but again, I'm going to play their game until we see the attorney, we see the judge. Well, that's possibly too. I don't know. Just seems like something they were doing recently, checking for a lot of things. And I don't even really know what A1C stands for. I just know mine's high and I got to lower it. I don't know I don't know what it means. I don't know. Hey, give me 1 minute though. I got to run and do something. I'll be right back. You two talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I gotta back up and see what I missed. Sorry about. Okay, there we are. All right. Refilled your coffee. Well, thanks for sharing that, Paul. But yeah, it kind of. The men's room is upstairs. I'm down here, so it takes me a minute to get there. No, that's just the garage door going upstairs. It's just. Why do you wear diapers? I know you're kidding. Yes, if you're still here, Paul, thanks. Yeah, I'll see you soon. No, I guess he's gone. Okay, yeah, I guess he left. I think there's a way. There is a way. Aha. Hold on, gamer. I'm just checking something. Okay. Did my phone ring while I was gone? I know you were killing a rat here, but I was talking to my buddy earlier. He was supposed to call me back, and he never did. Uber. I don't need an Uber ride. Get off my. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Hang on 1 second. That's what I'm trying to do with this. Go back. Hold on. But yeah, I read that much. Did you? Are we killing a rat? Is that what came after you? Well, the demon's back. Oh, he called you a rat. You're not a rat. He's a rat fink. Let's get him. Jerk. That was mean. He shouldn't have called you that. Ugh, no. It's not nice he called you that. Oh. No, that's not right either. So, it's dead. Good. So, what did my buddy have to say? He was here. He was here. I read a little bit of what he said. The other one hasn't called back yet. But yeah, he's been really sick. Like, for real, he's been really sick too. He has a whole bunch of health issues, and that's why he comes talk to me. He found out he's got that throat thing. I got to look that. Yeah, I got to look up that throat thing later. I don't know what that is. But they got to take something. What did he say? Part of his intestines and reconstruct his throat. Ooh, I thought my heart surgery was bad. I can't imagine. Yeah, no, in real life, yeah, he really. I've never heard of that. I gotta look that up later. He told me what I wrote it down. I write everything down. It's called Barrett's esophagus, whatever that is. So I gotta look up Barrett's esophagus later, find that out. But I can't imagine them having to reconstruct his throat with his intestines. But that's how they redid my heart. They took the veins out of my leg. I have a little 1-inch scar and a little dot on the right by my ankle. That's where they pulled out the veins in my leg. And a lot of that's part of the problem too. We were talking earlier. A lot of people don't realize it isn't just the heart and the scar on your chest, because I've got 12 inches. I got a 1-foot scar on my chest, an inch on my upper leg. Then I've got dots on both wrists where the IVs were, one in my elbow where the IV was. Yeah, it's a lot more debilitating than just, the heart's bad enough, obviously, but hi, whoever just joined us, join in the conversation. We're just here chit-chatting. Oh, TK's online too. He's cool. Anyways, it does. So yeah, it's just physical too. I was never a gym rat or whatever, but go in one day and you come out and you got all these scars all over you. They're still healing. Because I've got the 3 chest tubes. They're still where they put the drain tubes in your lungs and your chest to drain all that out. So yeah, it's not fun. For sure. Oh. Well, stuffed up too. I don't know why. Just got over that cold. I hope it doesn't come back. This thing. Supposedly they took care of that too, if you've been a follower at all. They took care of it, but now it's itchy like around. It's not really, well, the dots are red. I don't know. I'm going to the hospital for blood work tomorrow anyways. Maybe I'll just ask them to look at it, make sure it's fine. Appreciate all the well wishes, but I don't think it's anything serious. I was already at the dermatologist, and he guaranteed me there's nothing wrong, so I'm not really worried about it. I just want to make sure what he did didn't get infected, so I'll have it checked tomorrow at the hospital. I have to go and see if my A1C is lowering. Hopefully it is. Definitely be nice to find out. I'd love to get. I'm on Jardiance right now. I would love to be able to get off of Jardiance. No idea. But it is what it is. It's all part of the healing process, I suppose. 11:30. Let's see if more comes back or not. Well, I got a minute. There's no one here right now, so I got a minute. Take a moment and just thank you for watching the stream. Again, come on and join me. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you hit that bell icon, you'll know when I'm online. And I really do appreciate it. Even just a few followers I have and the support I have is huge for me. You have no idea. I'm a grown man. I just went upstairs for a minute. I got yelled at for being out of bed. I need to get out of here. I really, really need to get out of here. I mean, it works two ways. I appreciate the fact he's concerned, but treats me like a 3-year-old. A long time since I was 3. Why am I out of bed? Really? Anyways, it's not about him. We're not here for that. So, but yeah, if you hit that bell icon, you'll know when I'm here, when I'm on, and pretty much open to talk to anything. I'm not a doctor, never said I was, but I think sometimes just bouncing some ideas off each other is kind of cool. Good stuff, bad stuff, whatever. Anything, just kind of talk, vent, find out what you've gone through, hear what I went through. Maybe we can help each other somehow. Mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. Like I said, I'm open to pretty much anything. So, just world's a cruel place. We need to get something better going for all of us. It's funny, Joe. I was talking. If you read up the chat earlier, it's not about money so much, but I need to win the lottery. I do change so many lives if I had. It's just one of the things. I'm not greedy about it. That's why I need to win the lottery. So I need to help other people. That'd be a sweet deal. Oh, did you find your charger? You probably must have found your charger because you're back, right? So that's where I'm about there myself right now. I'm all wired in. My charger's about dead, so yep. It's funny how those things seem to grow legs and walk away too. You take it off every morning and you put it aside, and somehow during the day it's just gone. And the worst part for me is, for the most part, I'm down here by myself. So you would think that no one comes in my room. Charger should have been where I left it. You're losing connection. Well, it's probably late for you too. You've got to get up. So, and actually, it's getting late for me too. So, you gonna be around in the afternoon tomorrow? I can probably see if I can get on. Well, I got to go to the hospital. So, oh, and I was going to tell you real quick too. I was in the hospital the last 2 days with my uncle. I'm okay, but just so you know, I wasn't ignoring you. I was. I live in Maine. We don't always get connections everywhere, so I didn't have connection. So I just got your messages today, actually. So I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. I had to go. He's fine, but at the time it was kind of an emergency. So yeah, I've been over at his house for the last 2 days. So I only had my phone. I didn't have internet connection over there. I didn't have any in the hospital, so wasn't much I could do. So I wasn't ignoring you, so don't get upset. I know you've been through rough times with people treating you not right, and I just didn't want you to think I wasn't treating you right. It had nothing to do with you. I didn't know. I didn't have internet, so. But I think, like you said, I'm going to sign off for tonight. You got school in the morning. I'm going to go. You're going to go. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, kid? Sound like a plan? I love you. Make up your own emojis, too. That's cool. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. We'll hook up. We'll talk. All right? Bye. You have a good night. Go to bed. Thanks. Thanks for watching, too. Like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.